Hi, welcome to the workshop. My name's Tony Dixon and I drive the Swamp Thing monster truck. A lot of you people have been asking about what I do day to day when I'm not driving the monster truck. So here we are in the workshop. You can see it's a fairly large space. In the background, that's the second truck that's halfway through being built. It's actually been built. We took it apart to paint it and now we're just getting around to putting it back together. But at the moment, I've been working on my trailer. So this is what we move Swamp Thing around from day to day when we're doing the shows. What we're actually going to be doing now, I've extended the bottom half of the trailer, so I've actually put this extra piece in here so we can actually get more storage. Underneath there is the landing legs, so I've actually only put 300 millimeters into the length of the trailer underneath, but it actually gives you 600 millimeters more room, and of course it's 2.5 meters wide, so you can get a lot more storage in there. And we always need to carry more stuff. Actually in the bottom of my trailer you can see the lockers there, so that is where all the spare parts are kept. The monster truck's right in the back. I might take you around there a little bit later on. But what we're going to do now, you see my trailer's got this lovely wrap on it. The wrap's actually been on there 7 years now. VK Graphics, they're going to come and re-wrap it next week. So what I've got to do this week, I've got to take all this wrapping off. It's going to be a marvellous job. I've taken a few pieces off already. It's stuck on there really well. You can imagine how long it's been on there. So yeah, so I'm going to start doing this now and see how we get on. You might be wondering why the paint looks like this underneath the wrap. Well, when I got the trailer, it actually been parked next to a curtain sider with the curtains left untied, and so all those metal brackets have been smashed in the side of it. So that's why we have to sand it down and then just blend in where the damage is. You can probably see also here on this part of the that part of the truck there, big shiny bit. That's because the trailer was a garment trailer, so it had big doors in the side of it, and of course we don't need the big doors, so we've covered that one over. Yeah, so about a quarter of the way through the truck at the trailer at the moment. Been going for about 2.5 hours on it so far, so gonna crack on, gonna have a quick cup of tea, and then get back on with it. See you later. Okay, so we've nearly got all the wrap off now. If you look behind me, look at that mountain of vinyl. So the way we get it off, we actually use a hot air gun. So this is our hot air gun. So you warm the panel up, get it so it actually goes quite loose and expands, and it comes off quite easy. But I know some of you aren't in the UK. In the UK, we have different plugs to, especially America and Europe. So this is a UK plug. So this is 240 volts. When I do shows in Europe, they haven't got a clue what that plugs into, so we have to have special adapters. Also, we have different, so that's 240 volts in the UK, and this is a plug, this is on my welder, so this is 415 volts, so that's a 3-phase supply. And that one there is a 32 amp. Also, we got another plug, which is an industrial plug. I should have one on my plasma cutter somewhere, if I can find where it is. Oh yeah, so here we are. This is another 240 volt plug, and that one's a 16 amp supply. You might have seen one of them in Europe. They're fairly common. So yeah, so that's what we do. So all I've got to do now on the truck now, I've got a little bit around that window to take off, and then we've got to start degreasing it, start getting all the glue residue off the rest of the trailer. And yeah, so we got to crack on with that. And I'm going to pop to VK Graphics. They're going to go through what they've done with their design, and we'll get back to you soon. Morning, this is what we do most mornings. We go take the dog for a walk. There she is. Having a nice sniff. She loves sniffing in the mornings. Right, so what we're going to do now, we're actually going to VK Graphics. VK Graphics actually isn't very far from where I live. So they're just on the industrial estate just down the road. So we're going to take a walk over there. They sent a proof through of the design. I just want to talk over what they've done on it and do a couple of amendments on it. So yeah, so we're going to walk to VK Graphics after Shadow's finished sniffing. Come on, girlie, come on. We'll see you later. Right, so here we are at VK Graphics. Here's Kelvin, the main man, working on the design. I'll show you. It's quite hard to do it. Here's a quick shot of the design. We're just modifying it a little bit just to make it stand out. We're going to make it a little bit more green. So, but this is what VK Graphics do. Look at some of their backdrops on their walls. They love their boxing, love football. So what other stuff do you do then, Kelvin?
Anything from a simple business card, vehicle wraps. As you can see, we've got your 45-foot trailer to do very shortly. The week after, we've got a Lamborghini coming in for a colour change. So a whole wide range of any products.
And why is it good to wrap a vehicle? What can you gain from it?
Obviously, the obvious is advertising.
Yep.
To get your name out there, get seen wherever that truck goes, whether it be a truck, car, van, promotes your business. But also you can do it to protect the paint. That Lamborghini in particular is coming in for a colour change just for the summer. So it's matte white at the moment, which he had done to protect it through the winter.
Yep.
And now it's coming in for a bit of a upgrade, brighter colour for the summer, and then it'll probably come back in later on to be protected again through the winter. So
yeah, it's also good because it actually feels like you got a new car just because you changed the colour on it, and especially on a Lamborghini, they're not cheap things to buy anyway.
no,
And it makes you feel like you've got a new one every single time you get it rewrapped.
it does. I mean, and the price can range from anything from £1,000 up to £6,000, depending on what colour you pick. But if you're unhappy with, like you say, with the colour, you bring it into me. 3 days later, you got a different car.
Yeah, and also if you get any damage to it, so if somebody scratches it, it isn't like, oh, you've got to go into a body shop and have it repaired. You can actually just take that one piece off and just repair the one piece.
It is. You don't have to blend it from door to front wing into the back door and cost you best part of £500, £600.
Yeah.
Then you're spraying the whole side of the car. You just bring it in, change the door, back to normal.
That's awesome. So if you want anything done to your vehicles, business cards, shop fronts, check out VK Graphics on Bower Hill in Melksham. Well, that's the end of the week for this week. If you like what you saw, please come back next week, because next week we're going to be wrapping the trailer. We're going to be putting all that new vinyl on with VK Graphics, and of course, also on this channel, we always put up all our great show videos. So please subscribe to our channel and click notifications for when the next video is uploaded.